If you've ever had someone disrespect you and pretend like nothing happened, stick around. This revenge is crisp, cold, and soaked in justice. Hit that like button, subscribe if you love sweet karmic payback, and let's get into it. Let me set the scene for you. Madison Square Garden, Wu-Tang Clan, legendary energy, asterisk, asterisk. I'm there with my wife and a few buddies, soaking in the crowd, the sound, the nostalgia. You know those nights where everything feels electric? It was one of those nights until she showed up. Just in front of us, there's this group, two middle-aged folks, probably in their 50s, and this woman in her early 30s. I couldn't tell if she was their daughter or a family friend, but right away, she made herself known. You know the type, the constant selfie taker. Every 5 minutes, a new video. Duck lips, hair flips, vibes of look at me more than enjoy the music. That's fine, honestly. Annoying? Sure, but live your life. We were there for music, not to be the fun police. But then the dancing started, and not just any dancing. This woman was flailing around like she was receiving visions from a hip-hop oracle, arms everywhere. Twisting, spinning, bumping into the people around her without a care. It was only a matter of time before something went wrong, and it did. She had this oversized beer in one of those big concert cups, lid on top with a wide straw hole. She sets it right on her seat, and wouldn't you know it, one prophetic arm wave later, the cup launches backward, all over my wife's feet, and I mean it got in her shoe. Splash radius wide enough to hit one of my friends, too. It wasn't just beer, it was that sticky, warm concert beer. You know the kind. Expensive, flat, and destined to ruin socks for days. Now accidents happen. We all get that. The real issue? She looked back. She knew exactly what happened. Her eyes went wide for one split second. Then, she looked away, said nothing. Asterisk, asterisk. No, I'm so sorry. No, can I help? Nothing. She just kept dancing, like we were invisible, like nothing happened. And in that moment, I didn't just feel annoyed. I felt invisible, disrespected. My wife was looking down at her soaked foot, shaking her head. She wasn't mad. She was hurt. And I'll tell you something, when someone disrespects your spouse and then acts like it didn't even matter, that hits different. So I sat there, stewing, watching her spin around like she was the star of the show, while my wife wiped beer off her ankle with a napkin. But then, I saw it. The beer cup, still half full, sitting right there on the ground, lid still on. And that's when I knew. I picked it up carefully, quietly, popped off the lid. My hand hovered for just a second. And then, asterisk, asterisk, I dumped the beer all over her seat. Asterisk, asterisk. Not a drop, not a splash. A full, foamy pour. Soaked deep into the foam cushion. Asterisk, asterisk. Even let a bit trickle over the front edge. Right on her feet. She turned. Our eyes met. She knew. And I gave her the friendliest, most customer service smile I could muster. She blinked, then turned back around. Said nothing. Again, asterisk, asterisk. But now the tables had turned. She couldn't sit. She knew the seat was soaked. But the two people she came with, they had no idea. So when the show hit a slower part and they both sat down, what happened? They looked at her, wondering why she was just standing there awkwardly. And then the guy, father? Boyfriend? Asterisk, asterisk grabbed her by the wrist and pulled her down into the seat. Asterisk, asterisk. She resisted. He insisted. And then she sat. Squelch. Beer. Everywhere. Asterisk, asterisk. Her body recoiled like she'd sat on a jellyfish. Twisting, writhing, convulsing. But now she was trapped. Beer oozing from the cushion. Pants soaking from waistband to knees. And the best part? She couldn't say a thing. She had already decided to pretend nothing happened earlier. She couldn't come clean now. So she just suffered in silence. For the next 20 minutes, it was a cycle of stand up, get pulled down, sit in beer again, flail. Each time she got pulled down, she looked more and more miserable. Hair frizzy from dancing, pants soaking through, mascara barely hanging on. Meanwhile, my wife, smiling, giggling. She saw it all. And for the first time that night, she was relaxed again. I didn't need to yell, didn't need to argue, didn't need to create a scene. Asterisk, asterisk. Just one small act of poetic justice. Because if you're going to act like you're the only person that matters in the room, soaking someone's shoes and walking away like it's beneath you, then you can dance with soggy feet and sit in your own karma. That moment when she stood up the first time, dripping beer from her backside, glancing down like she had no idea what was happening, glorious. Watching her try to subtly air out her pants with little hand fans made of concert flyers, chef's kiss. And every time she got pulled back down into it again, I could feel justice oozing back in her direction with every squishy sit down. My wife leaned over at one point and whispered, "Did you?" I smiled. She laughed. And for the rest of the concert, we danced. Happy, light, free. And she stood in her own mess all the way through the encore. Sometimes, revenge doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it's just one cold cup of karma, served seatside. And let me tell you, asterisk, watching someone learn humility in real time, absolutely priceless. Asterisk. If that story made you smile, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more delicious revenge tales. And tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest but most satisfying revenge you've ever witnessed? Until next time, stay dry out there.